What if the loneliness epidemic, the mental health crisis, and the quiet desperation so many people feel at work and at home all share a single, invisible root cause? What if the deepest human need isn't love or success or even belonging, but simply the feeling that you matter? This is the question that will change the way you see every relationship, every conversation, and every moment of your life. Zach Mercurio is a researcher, speaker, and author who has spent years studying what makes people feel seen, significant, and necessary, and what happens when they don't. Written at a moment when disengagement at work, loneliness at home, and purposelessness in society are reaching historic levels, the power of mattering arrives as both a diagnosis and a remedy. Mercurio argues that mattering is not a soft, feel-good concept. It is a fundamental psychological force that shapes our health, performance, and humanity. The first key idea Mercurio explores is the mattering deficit, the widespread, often unspoken condition of feeling invisible, insignificant, or unnecessary. Research shows that when people don't feel they matter, it doesn't just hurt their feelings, it physically and psychologically unravels them, increasing rates of anxiety, depression, and even violence. This invisible wound is hiding in plain sight in our schools, our workplaces, and our homes, and most of us have felt it without ever having a name for it. Once you understand the mattering deficit, you can't help but ask, what does it actually mean to make someone feel like they do matter? Mercurio's second powerful idea is that mattering is not a feeling we stumble into. It is something we deliberately create for one another through specific, learnable behaviors. He breaks mattering down into its two essential pillars: feeling noticed, truly seen by another person, and feeling needed, knowing that your presence and contribution make a difference to the world around you. This reframes leadership, parenting, teaching, and friendship not as roles defined by authority or affection, but as the active, intentional practice of helping others feel significant. And this practice, it turns out, has transformative consequences, not just for the person receiving it, but for the one giving it as well. The most profound and perhaps most unsettling insight in the book is this: a world where people don't feel they matter is not just unhappy, it is dangerous. Mercurio draws on research, linking the felt sense of insignificance to some of the most destructive behaviors in human society, from workplace disengagement and addiction to radicalization and violence. But the inverse is equally powerful. When people genuinely feel they matter, they become more empathetic, more courageous, more generous, and more resilient. Mattering, Mercurio argues, is not a luxury of the fortunate. It is the very infrastructure of a functioning, humane civilization, and rebuilding it starts with a single, conscious choice to make one person feel seen today. What this book ultimately asks us to confront is a deceptively simple question. How many people in your life walked away from a conversation with you feeling more significant than when they arrived? We move through our days so focused on our own need to matter that we forget we hold the power to ignite that feeling in everyone we encounter: a colleague, a stranger, a child, a parent. Mercurio's deepest gift is reminding us that significance is not found, it is given, and in the giving, we discover our own. If the power of mattering sparked something in you, I'd love to hear, who is one person in your life you could make feel more seen this week, and how? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because your perspective genuinely matters here. And if you'd like to go deeper into the science of human connection and purpose, subscribe, and join us next time as we explore another idea that might just change how you see the world.